Concorde 001, this was the chance to prove she was the superbird everyone had hoped and worked for.
It's been 50 years since Concorde took to the skies for the first time. 193 foot long, 38 foot tall, with a wingspan of 84 feet, it travelled at twice the speed of sound, with seating for up to 128 passengers.
It was very special. There was the sensation of flying at 60,000 feet where the sky was darker and you could see the curvature of the earth. The service was exceptional, the food and drink were exceptional, but the most important thing, of course, was that it only took 3.5 hours to get across the Atlantic. So you landed in New York 1.5 hours before your takeoff time in London.
Concorde took its first paying customers in 1976 and continued flying for the next 27 years.
50 years ago, it seems amazing, doesn't it? But 50 years ago, to design an aircraft that still looks futuristic today was an incredible tribute to the engineering expertise of those pioneers.
Those able to afford a ticket were treated to the best in airline delicacies, and training for the pilots was rigorous and long. So we're just taking off from Heathrow in Concorde's only flight simulator. So this is the simulator where pilots who wanted to learn to fly a Concorde had to train, and only pilots who had already got their license and experience flying other aircraft were allowed to train up in the simulator to fly a Concorde, and they had to do 80 hours followed by test flights before they could even become a co-pilot. But in 2000, an Air France Concorde crashed, killing all 100 passengers and 9 crew. 3 years later, British Airways and Air France announced they'd be permanently grounding the famous aircraft.
After the accident, measures were taken to make sure that that accident could never happen again, and Concorde went back into service. And the retirement of the aircraft had nothing to do with the crash. It was all about economics. It was at a time when air travel was declining, there had been several problems in the world, and so the aircraft was taken out of service on economic business reasons.
Concorde's final flight was a momentous occasion, 6 months in the planning, with celebrities and former staff turning up to experience luxury travel at supersonic speed for the very last time.